Hold on, let's see. Bro, fuck. My hair doesn't look good. What is up, guys? Fuck. Alright, so what is up, guys? back with another video. This one's gonna be a little different. No workout today. It's just gonna be me explaining my progress over the years. So this might be a little longer. Fuck, I keep looking around. Hopefully people don't look at me. But this one's gonna be a little different. Hope you guys enjoy it. And I have nothing else to say, but let's just get it going. I do also intend for this video to be a little longer, so hopefully you guys sit through and watch it. I hope. Please. Man, I hope this video doesn't suck, bro. This is my first ever sit down video, so hopefully it's not that bad. I'm also gonna be moving around a lot too, so hopefully that's not a problem to people. I mean, I'd assume not, because why? Why would it be? But yeah. But other than that, here we go. So although my journey wasn't very long, it's only been, I guess, in total, 4 years. Man, I mean, it's probably one of my important, I guess, progressions because, it means a lot to me. And to me, it's really one of the biggest things in my life, to be honest, in my opinion. It's changed who I am, basically. It all really started, I think it all started years ago. The very, very beginning started around, I'd say 7, 8 years ago. I was in elementary school. I remember me, my dad, my brother, they woke me up to go to the gym with them. This is actually one of my first experiences going in the morning as well, around 5 a.m. It's kind of crazy. Man, I don't know how else to put this, but I was weak. I was really weak. I was very small. I'm still a small guy, but I mean, I was small. It was bad. It was really bad. And it didn't really last that long either. I think it was only, a week straight that I went, and then, I just stopped. I didn't start going until years later. But I remember being really sore the night or the day after, the morning after. I remember those times. But that was a while ago. But that was really the start, I guess. Just the very beginning. Now the next part was in 2020. I guess that was pretty much into quarantine already. Nothing was open, no gyms, nothing. So I did mostly at-home workouts and stuff. That's how I started off. I was getting a little bit of muscle. It wasn't too bad. And I was finally not looking as skinny, but I was still really, really small. So it was just a start. And that's how it was for basically that whole year. That was the start of my freshman year, I'm pretty sure. And throughout that time, I was just at home, online school, all of that. Everything you can think of being at home. It wasn't fun, not a good year, but that was the start. That was pretty much the very beginning. The very beginning is when I was very young, but this is the true beginning. This is when I really started. I do feel like if quarantine never happened, probably wouldn't be where I am right now, which is kind of scary to think about because, dude, I go every day to the gym pretty much. The only reason, I don't know, it's just kind of weird to think about. It's kind of, I wouldn't say it's my life, but it's a big part of my life for sure. So if it never happened, I don't know what I'd be doing, what I'd look like. I don't know. I really don't know. It's just crazy to think about. That was basically all of 2020, at-home workouts, and that's it. Just staying in my room. I think everyone can say that 2020 was pretty much one of the weirdest, yet probably one of the worst years, but also not that bad. It's kind of confusing. I don't know. So now moving on to 2021. That's, I guess, the first half of the year I was still at home, still doing at-home workouts. That was basically the end or the second half of my freshman year, so that was still going on. And I didn't really actually start going to the gym until August of that year. So basically all of 2021 mostly, I was at home still just doing at-home workouts. Around August, like I said, was when the start of my, time going to the gym actually started. That was the start of my sophomore year. I only just became a sophomore when I started going to the gym, which, that's okay. That's all right. I wish I could have started earlier, but then again, I didn't really have that mindset before 2020. I was just like a normal, little skinny kid. Then quarantine happened and I started working out at home. There's nothing open, so I couldn't really do anything about it. During that first half, I was in a virtual gym class, so I would go out for walks. That would be my cardio, but it's stupid because, wait, I gotta sneeze. Fuck, it's gone. It's not cardio at all. Just walking is not all the cardio, okay? You need to actually run. And I never really did that. It was good. It was a fun time because, you know, I'd actually go outside for a little bit at least. But then after that, I'm back inside for the rest of the day. No more talking about courting because then at this point now, that time is over. I am now going to the gym at this point. So now that it's the start of my sophomore year and I'm in the gym now, I was actually pretty well off already. I was benching 135 already for a few reps. I wasn't that strong, but I could at least bench a plate. I would never have touched the 155. I would never, I was too scared to. That would show like my progress back then. Overall, 2021, I would say is pretty much the very, very start of my gym lifting, I guess, career, I don't know. I don't even know what to call it, but man, that's historical year for me at least. Is it too echoey? I don't know. Now we're moving on to 2022. See, I feel like now this year and from now on, it gets a lot more interesting. 2020 and 2021 was interesting to me, yes, because it's the start, but it's just the start. I mean, there's nothing really going on apart from me starting, being weak and small and this and that and whatever. But 2022 is a lot more interesting to me because that's when I'm well deep into the gym already, going every day. And that was a good time, man. I mean, it was definitely unserious at the time. I think throughout that whole year pretty much, because I'd go with my whole group of friends and we'd be working out and just trying out new stupid shit. And I mean, we'd still be working out, but I just feel like it wasn't as serious as you'd think. To me, that was fine because I was still getting the newbie gains and all of that. I was still getting strong. I was getting a little bit bigger and stuff. I'll pull up some pictures. It was just fun. It wasn't too serious. I wouldn't say it's not fun now. I mean, it was definitely just me as like a sophomore, just doing sophomore year things, if that makes sense. It was overall a good time. My whole group was here. We're all doing our thing, having fun. And man, I mean, it was just the time to be alive, honestly. It was awesome. Sophomore year, I'd be here pretty much every day after school. You know, I'm a sophomore, I have a full schedule, so I'd be here basically at around 4. I'd come here sometimes even 3, and I'd probably stay here until like 7, sometimes even 8. I'd be here for a while. No responsibilities, nothing during that time. So it was just me coming to the gym and just having fun. At the end of the year though, I think I have a video around December of me hitting 225 on bench, but I think I hit it a little bit earlier than that too. You know, I was still a lower weight and I just wasn't that strong. I can't really get that much stronger like that quick. It did take me a little bit of time to get there. You know, eventually I did make it and it's a cool video. I don't know. I still like it to this day because it just reminds me of not where I started because, you know, it's obviously 225, but, you know, I'm a little bit more progressed now. But I mean, by this time at the end of the year, I'm pretty much into my junior year at this point. Halfway 2022, that first half, it's my sophomore year. The second half, it's my junior year. Summer, then junior year. I was still not taking it as serious during that first half of junior year. I just hit those PRs because, you know, all newbie gains pretty much. I still think it was newbie gains for the most part. That pretty much wraps up 2022. It was a good year, mostly because unserious training, newbie gains, and a whole group of my friends just working out together. All my gym partners, basically. It was a good time. But now we're moving on to 2023. This year, it's probably one of the best years. Oh shit. All right, sorry guys. I had to move back. I got pizza. I gotta keep the bulk going. I think that's also a very big year for me because not even just for the gym, but overall it was just great. I mean, dude, I'll forever stand by this. 2023 was one of the best years ever. It was awesome. This is the second half of my junior year, and I think this is when I started to really take it seriously now. I mean, I was hitting PRs. I hit 315 deadlift for the first time, and with some of my boys too. You know, I hit 225, and I don't know about squat. You know, I've never ever been good at squat ever. I don't know, my legs are really weak, but that's besides the point. What I'm trying to say is 2023 was a good year. I mean, I had a pretty good physique, to be honest, and at least to me, it looked pretty good. And I thought I was like at my peak pretty much during that time, which now looking back at it, it's kind of crazy to think about because, you know, why would I ever think that? You can be at a better position than where you are now. Started locking in junior year. I had long hair during my 315 deadlift. Put that video up. Then I cut it off in March, and then that's when everything started going, you know, peak life. Summer was great, and then September comes, and then it's the start of my senior year, which is scary to think because, I mean, everything went so quick pretty much. It just flew by. I mean, and I think one of the things that I didn't do during those times was live in the moment. I'd always be thinking about, you know, me trying to be bigger and stronger and stuff, but I never really thought about how I was really during that time, I was at a position where I would have wanted to be years before that. So always thinking the now and not in the future. I'm trying to be philosophical and stuff right now. So in 2023, I start my senior year, and that's when I started going to the gym every day for a few months at 5 a.m. I don't know how I had the discipline to do it, because nowadays I heavily rely on my dad and my brother to wake me up, or else I won't go. And now I'm more accustomed to waking up that early and wanting to go at that time, that if I don't wake up, I probably won't go later on, which is annoying, but I'll be doing my own. I was going every day at 5 a.m. for a few months. Those were really good experiences because definitely built my discipline up a lot. I'm like a morning sunrise type of person, so I love seeing the sunrise. It was really cool. So I went to the gym 5 a.m. every day for the next few months, and then I took up wrestling. Very random. Now that I think about it, I wish I could have started earlier. Definitely would have been better, but I wouldn't have been that good. But regardless, I wasn't good at all during the season. I was pretty ass. I sucked, but I had a lot of fun. It was really fun. You know, other than having to juggle school, practices every day, the matches, and work, it wasn't that bad. It was really fun. And I did plan on going to the gym during the season, but I guess I pussied out a lot. I completely stopped going to the gym. This fucked up my progress because I thought, you know, practice would be, you know, enough already. And it was a lot. We didn't go to the weight room a lot. And when we did, I'd be sore. I mean, I'd be done. I couldn't do anything. And that's really bad. So future reference, or hopefully for the next life, I hopefully think it through more. The start of the season was November. So I did start in August going at 5 a.m. and then up to, you know, the end of November. That's when it really started. From there, I was wrestling. And that's how I ended off 2023. And man, what a good year. Honestly, I'm gonna have to repeat that every time. Such a good year. I enjoyed it a lot. It was fucking crazy. It was awesome. I wouldn't say crazy, but it was just fun. It was just fun. I only one pizza throughout that whole time of me talking, but you're gonna see that I finished the entire box. You'll see. It's only a medium though. So now we're on to 2024. Ah, man. What do I have to say about 2024? It was, don't get me wrong, a good year, but definitely one of my biggest ups and downs in general, not even just the gym, but you know, definitely the gym, but everything was just an up and down during that year for me. Start off the year, I'm still in wrestling, and man, that was the smallest I've ever been since before I started the gym. I started off in wrestling at 145, and then I dropped down, and just like a month and a half, something like that, I dropped down to 129. Crazy. It was fucking insane. And I'll put up the pictures too, but I was leaned out like crazy. I was just super skinny. My clothes wouldn't even fit me like correctly. You know, they'd be kind of tight, or you know, they'd be like normal fitting, but they'd be loose during this time. All of my clothes were loose. I was small. I felt small. It's just crazy. And I felt a little tired. I felt a little tired during that time. Probably because I was too skinny now, because you know, the muscle and everything, you know. Definitely at my smallest point by that time. Oh, I gotta get up. And I wrestled throughout my season. You know, I'll put up some videos. I definitely had my ups, and I definitely had my downs. A lot of downs. A lot of downs. I mean, like I said, I wasn't good at all. I was not good. I definitely had my wins though, for sure. But I was not good. But we'll talk about that by the end. But once the season was over, I stopped going pretty much around mid-February, around there. I bleached my hair and everything, barely. You know, it was orange, not blonde, but I still did it because, you know, why not? I was only gonna do it once, so why not? And it's already back to normal, see? But once the season was over, I went back up. I needed to. I decided I was gonna go on a bulk. I mean, just forever, until I was good. I wanted to keep going for as long as I could. And that's what I did. I guess up until I think May or June, I was at 137. Mind you, I was at 129 once the season ended. I went up to 137, and I'll definitely say that wrestling did get me a little bit stronger grip-wise, because, I mean, I was carrying things that I could have never before and stuff. I mean, I just felt great. I was still doing circles, circle squats, circle deadlifts, any variation of circle I could think of. I would try it, even before the season. Once it was May and June, I was 137. I was still going up, and I made it to 145, so that was back to what I was before the season. And at that point, I was stagnant. I couldn't go up in weight anymore. It was just, I don't know why. It was just hard for me. It's hard for me to gain weight. I definitely had a good physique. I think at 147, around there, I was still looking pretty good. I looked pretty leaned out, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is around August now, and I had a pretty good physique. I think it was better than the year previous, 2023. Like I said earlier, I thought I looked pretty good already, but when I took those pictures, August of 2024, I realized, wow, that's an improvement. I mean, that's way better than what I was a year ago. So, like I said, you can always be better. You can always look thinner, or whatever he said, I forgot. But then I started taking my diet a little more serious, not a little, a lot more serious, because I realized I was stagnant. There's only one reason why I couldn't go up in weight, is because I'm not eating enough. And that's the number one thing. If you're bulking, you're not gaining weight, it's because you're not eating enough. That's really the only reason. Unless you have some health disorder, I don't know. But other than that, you need to eat more. If you ever think about bulking, eat, and eat. That's the only thing I can say. To actually help with my diet, I started using an AI app, like a calorie app. It's called Calorie AI, but it's actually pretty good. Hopefully you can see that. Fuck, it's too blurry. But the point is, I think that's one of the main reasons why I started bulking up. I don't think it's too accurate, but it's something I can base off how much nutrients my food has, how much protein, calories, you know, all that stuff. So probably not completely accurate, but that's helped me, and that's it. Then by the end of 2024, which is November. No, it wasn't. No, sorry. December, yes. Right when my finals were done. So by this point, sorry, I forgot to mention, I'm in college now. My wrestling season was my senior year. Then I graduated and, you know, went through all this stuff. But then by the end of this year, taking my diet more serious, and I actually ended up switching gyms. So now, and I still work here, but I used to also work at the War. But now, by this point, I started going to Iron Factory, which I think helped a lot, because I think a different environment just helps. Kind of gives you a better mindset, and change is always kind of good. I think it helped me a lot. I got a lot stronger. You know, obviously the bulk helped, but I think the different environment just changed my mindset a little bit, and it just helped a lot. You know, I ended off the year pretty good. I was at this new gym. I was actually gaining weight again. At this point, it was good. The reason why I said this year was I had lots of ups and downs. I'm not gonna explain, you know, why in general, but in the gym, there was a lot of up and downs because I was getting sick every month this whole year. Literally every month from, I think, February or March, every month I would get sick, and it would just stop my progress. I'd feel so bad. And I think it was just, well, obviously I had a weak immune system, but it never really happened to me before, and it hasn't happened to me yet, even though we're just starting 2025. But it was just a really weird year. I mean, I just kept getting sick. I got sick during the end of my senior year. I only got better right before graduation. I had lost my voice and everything. It was bad. That alone just made all my progress just go downhill. Honestly, like, I really wasn't gaining strength this time. I was stagnant. So the ups and downs in 2024, which is bad. Man, if I didn't get sick throughout that whole year, I probably would have been at a stronger point by now. Maybe even more weight. I would drop weight every time during this whole year. Always check on your health, take your vitamins, and don't get sick. Don't get sick, because it'll mess you up. I'm sorry. So avoid getting sick forever. I mean, being sick at all just sucks. So stay healthy all the time. So now ending off with 2025, or right now. Man, it was a long ride. I mean, even for, I guess, 4 years, it was just crazy. It was a good time for sure. Definitely learned a lot, made a lot of experiences, built a lot of discipline. It was a crazy ride, like I said, just crazy. Now I'm sitting at around 154 to 156. I kind of fluctuate a little bit, but that's where I am now. And my goal is basically to get to 165 by the time it's my birthday, which is around April. And then I'll cut down about 10 pounds. So hopefully by the summertime, I'm like leaned, even more lean than I was last year, 2024, during the summer, but more muscle. So hopefully I look bigger. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I've made a lot of PRs recently, and it's all thanks to the weight gain, really. If I stayed at the same weight, I would have not made pretty much anything, which kind of sucks. So if anyone knows of a way to gain strength without gaining weight, let me know. It'll be helpful during my cut. I'm not naturally a strong guy, so even then it just kind of takes a lot more work for me to build some type of strength. I said before, now I'm a freshman in college, my second semester. That basically means by the time it's May, I'm done with my first year of college, and I'll be moving on to my second year, my sophomore year. I know there's a lot more to come. Definitely gonna get a lot more stronger, better body. And my goal for now is to just keep going to the gym, focus on my cardio for sure. That's one of the things I never ever did, but now I am. So hopefully it gets a lot better. I wanna stay consistent in the gym, and then eventually once I get a little more free time or I can figure out my schedule a little more, I wanna do a 4-day split, upper lower, and then go and involve myself in like a combat sport, either wrestling, which I really want to do again, boxing, which is really interesting to me, but I suck at it. I suck at every sport, but I'm not really naturally good at not naturally good at most things. That's just how it is. But wrestling, boxing, Muay Thai. Maybe this sounds cringy, but I just really want to learn those. I mean, those just seem interesting to me. Jiu-jitsu too, but it's not as much as these three. So that's my goal, 4-day upper lower split. And hopefully those 3 days I get to learn whatever sport I involve myself in. My physique at where I'm at looks pretty good. So this is my physique now in 2025. The video I took is from January 16th, I believe, somewhere around there. And I'm still growing, obviously. I'm bulking more, but this is what I look like. And obviously I'm gonna keep working out, keep getting stronger. Right now I'm a lot more focused on compound lifts, more sprints. I do punch the boxing bag a little bit. That sounds cringe, but that's what I do now for forms of cardio. And on my leg days I do like some jumping exercises like broad jumps or I think knee jumps. I want to focus on those plyometrics and stuff. All that's really important to me now, mostly because I'm a lot more focused on trying to get into some type of sport, like I said. And this is how far the journey has brought me. With that being said, that's pretty much the end of the video, man. I enjoyed making this, filming this, even though it might not turn out as good as I visioned it, but hopefully it does, I don't know. But I really hope you guys enjoy this one. This one's a little more thought out. I just wanted to explain, or I guess get it out there, of how I got to where I am right now. I think it's very important for people to see because, it's not just a one-point destination thing. It's an entire journey. It takes many years, unless you take steroids, then that's different. Like heavy steroids, then that's very different. But it's a process. It's a process, and even if it's filled with ups and downs, many plateaus, many just bad moments, you should still learn to fall in love with it because at the end of the day, you're working on you. And that's really what this is all about. None of the, ego bullshit or, trying to be better than everyone else. That's very bullshit, by the way. That's a lot of bullshit. This is just about you and becoming a better you and improving yourself. Maybe not even just for yourself, but for someone else or for a whole bunch of people. So, there's people who are rooting for you, people who are trying to support you. So do them justice and do yourself justice. So to end this video off, I have 2 things to say, maybe more if I think of more things. 1, stay consistent. Do not give up because you will make it. Hard work always prevails, so don't stop. You'll get to where you want to be. Just keep going at it. And 2, eat, sleep, and eat good. Wait, no, I fucked that up. Eat good, sleep good, and work out good. Basically just work out, with effort because, those 3 things will get you right, man. You'll get to where you want to be if you just do those 3 things. But of course it's a lot more deeper than that, but that's it, man. I hope people actually stay to watch this because I put a lot of effort into this. I'm just kidding. Yes, I did, but if people don't want to watch, that's fine. But for the people who did watch and stayed to the end, thank you. I appreciate you. I would have given you a slice, but it's mine. I bought it. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you for watching. I love you guys, and take care. Hopefully I'll upload soon again. This one might take me a little longer, so I'll let you guys just see me pose and grow a bigger ego. I don't know. I'll see you soon. Are you good?
Yeah, I was gonna choke. So this is, I came here one time.
Just once?
Yeah, that was like last week.
Oh,
I don't know why. I usually don't come.
that's weird.
Cause, I don't know, it feels weird. They always come after a bump or what?
No, it's my first time. Well, no, in a while.
Look, I'm like weak on my arms.
Bro,